I am Dr. Anand Balasubramanian. I am consultant neurosurgeon at Yashoda Hospital. I head the department of neurosurgery here and I specialize in brain tumor surgery, movement disorder surgery, image guided surgery and minimal invasive endoscopic surgeries. Today, the topic for discussion is going to be on brain tumors. All cancers are tumors, but all tumors are not cancers. Tumor means abnormal growth. The abnormal growth can be benign or malignant. Malignant is called cancerous, benign is called ordinary tumors. We may have seen people with swelling in the forehead, swelling in the arms, lumps here and there. They may be ordinary tumors, but they are all not cancers. Some of them may be cancerous. Cancerous means they destroy the tissue locally and they have the ability to spread into distant places also. Then they are called cancers. Only growth of tissue in the local area without destruction is just a benign tumor. So all tumors are not cancers. So one need not be afraid if they have a tumor that it is cancerous. It has to be checked to rule out cancer. Any tumor in the brain is a space occupying lesion. That means it occupies space within the brain, thereby it increases the pressure inside the head, so it can produce progressively worsening headaches. The headaches can get severe over a period of time. They may have early morning headaches. It may result in vomiting, blurring of vision, and this may produce relief of headache once the vomiting is done. These patients also may have dysfunction of the nerves from which the brain tumor is arising or it is pressing. For example, if it is pressing on the nerve involving movement of the hand or leg, there may be weakness of the hands or legs. If the tumor is pressing upon the nerve that is producing, say, hearing, or it is producing movement of the face, they may have weakness of movement of the face or they may not be able to hear well. So like this, there could be what is called as neurological deficit. That means lack of function of movement of any part of the body, or there could be raised intracranial pressure features like headache, vomiting, blurring of vision, or some of them can present with seizures, what is called as fits. So this can irritate the nerves of the brain and produce fits. So all these can be indications that something is wrong with the brain and nerve cells, and they will require a scanning or imaging to rule out a brain tumor. Brain tumors, all of them do not have a proper cause or etiology. Some of them can be genetic, some of them run in families, some of them can be caused by radiation exposure, and some of them the cause is not known. To be honest, most of the tumors the cause is not known. A few of them run in families like neurofibromatosis. So that can run in families. There are some tumor producing syndromes that can be genetic. However, most of the tumors, majority of the brain tumors are what is called sporadic or spontaneous, and they do not have any genetic or hereditary basis. They can appear in children or in adults spontaneously without any particular reason. Now, once brain tumor is diagnosed, which normally is diagnosed using a scan, which is either a CT scan or currently the advanced imaging technique called MRI, magnetic resonance imaging. So this diagnoses for us with certainty that there is a tumor inside the brain. Now, once this has been diagnosed, there are multiple options for treatment. First, based upon the location and characteristic it shows on the scan, we may make a very decent guess that it looks benign or it is likely to be cancerous, that is malignant. If it is a benign tumor and if it is a small tumor, size not more than 3 centimeters, nowadays there are non-surgical treatments that are available to prevent it from growing further. That is called radiosurgery. This means that we give focused amounts of radiation very specific to the margins of the tumor without radiating the surrounding normal brain or neural structures. So this technology is called radiosurgery. You might have heard of gamma knife, X knife, cyber knife. These are all various machines with which we can deliver the radiosurgery technique. So this is called stereotactic radiosurgery or stereotactic radiotherapy, based upon in how many settings the radiation is given. So this is considered a non-surgical form of treatment, and this can be done without any cut of the patient with a knife. With this, the tumors may even disappear or may remain under control for a long period of time without growing. Sometimes tumors which are benign can be observed over a period of time if they are very small. All tumors may not require surgery and all tumors may not require radiation.